Shalom, everyone. So I have another word for you, and this is on patience. I will probably be teaching on this stuff live in a day or two from now. But today it's going to be all videos and all words from the Lord, because that's what He has ordered. So I know that I said I was going live and I put it out yesterday because I knew that that's what I was going to do. I knew that this was what God was calling me to teach on, but I didn't realize that God wanted me to make these videos separately and teach on this separately. And He chose today to have me do different videos and different words today for you. So this is what we're doing. So with that being said, waiting patiently on the Lord. I have notes upon notes, and I've got scriptures. So I'm looking down at my paper, and I am reading and teaching, gonna do this short word for you guys, okay? Proverbs 14:29. It says that patience leads to abundant understanding, but impatience leads to stupid mistakes. That's these versions are from different versions of the Bible, okay? Some are just paraphrasing, however. Psalm 37:7 says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Jeremiah 29 tells us that He knows the plans that He has for us. We may not know, okay? But God tells us in Jeremiah 29:11 that He knows the plans He has for us to prosper, and He knows our hope and our future. You know, He knows. So let me switch hands here. My arm is kind of bothering me a little bit. Sorry. So with that being said, Galatians 6 verse 9, and this is also paraphrasing, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, do not become weary in doing good. For the proper time, sorry guys, I write really fast and I just couldn't read my own writing. For at the proper time, we will reap the harvest if we do not give up. I'm going to read that over. And once again, this is Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Romans 12:12 says to rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, be constant in prayer. Constant. Pray unceasingly, pray continuously, constantly, over a period of time. Just keep praying, okay? I'm telling you, there's more. There's a few more. Romans 8:25. But we hope for what we do not see. We wait for it with patience. Ephesians 4:12. With all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love. And last, Proverbs 15:18. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. So with that being said, you have to wait patiently on the Lord, because He is the one who can change things, not us. We have to wait patiently on Him. He is our God. He is our Father. He is our counselor. He is everything. and he's our healer, and we have to wait on him for the proper time, which is his timing, not ours. So what do we do when we're waiting? We continue to seek him. Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all will be added to us. We need to continue seeking the kingdom. We need to continue being obedient to him, walking in his way, and serving in whatever capacity we can. The Lord gave me these words late last night, and I barely wrote this all down this morning. As I said earlier in one of my other lives, my other videos, I was supposed to go live this morning, and I was planning on it, but some things happened, and it wasn't for bad, okay? Just things didn't work out the way they should have or were supposed to. So instead of me going live so early or going live at all today, God showed me I was supposed to be doing videos today because he had different words for me to put out on video. Not just on here, but on my YouTube page. I'm putting these videos out on the YouTube page as well. There might be one more video, there might be 2, there might be 5 or 6, there might be 10 of them. But he wanted to use this day today for me to do these videos, for him to use me by doing those videos instead of going live today. Like I said, there's other words that he's got in my head that I haven't even written down yet. And that was the main focus and main purpose why God is telling me to stay home today, and why he was telling me to write this down and just make videos instead of a live. Because if I was on live and I was speaking with you all, I would be preaching about each subject, but because the Holy Spirit, because God and the Holy Spirit had so much in my head and are speaking to me and giving me these downloads, I have to be obedient to God. And so when God started to show me that he had a lot that he was putting in me for different things and different seasons, different reasons, sometimes we think that we're going to do a sermon or do a teaching or something, and the minute that we get up in the morning or get ready to do the teaching, he takes us completely away from what we were supposed to do, and that gets thrown out the window, and he says, no, I've decided I want you to do this. I'm talking to you and downloading all this information to you now, but it's not time to teach yet about that, because there's more that has to do with certain things. Or I told you these things so you could make all these little videos and post them, and when you go live, you're teaching and doing something completely different than those videos. So that's basically what today was. I can't tell you if I'm going to go live later for 30 minutes or 20 minutes. I may or may not. But as far as I can tell now, God is not having me go live at all today, because he wants me spending time with him in his word, and he wants me to put out all these words that he's giving me to speak about. And he's telling me right now that he has a couple warning messages as well. So this is why I cannot go live today. I possibly may in the morning, but I'm not going to promise anything. Because you see what happened when I posted that I was going to go live this morning. That got sidetracked, and the Lord said, nope, you're going to wait on that, and you're going to do this first. So God will do that. So be aware, those of you that have gifts and anointings or were called to start a channel, or were even called to go live. When God says no, don't do it, even if you promoted it and told people you were going to go live. God and the Holy Spirit trumps what anybody else or anything else can say or do. It's God's will, not ours. And some of these words may be for a later date. You guys have to remember that. When he gives you certain words for certain teachings, he might want you to get a video out about it, but sometimes he won't allow you to go live and teach that message on that subject until a later date. All things, for everything, there's a season and a divine timing. And today is the divine timing for these videos to come out and for these warning messages and such that God says he has. I don't know what the warning messages are yet until I get off of this video and go into prayer and speak with God about it. So with that being said, while you're waiting, be patient while you're waiting. It may take longer than usual, but be patient while you're waiting. And be patient while you're waiting, and just stay in prayer, pray unceasingly, and just keep your faith and your belief. The faith the size of a mustard seed is very important. Even with the faith the size of a mustard seed, if you guys have ever seen a mustard seed, it's very tiny. So with the littlest faith, you could please God because you still have that faith. You're hanging on to his garment, you know. You're hanging on by thread, you know, and you're still hanging on to him in faith and belief and trust and in patience. We get weary, we all do, and tired, but we got to continue to press into God and hang on the hem of his garment, you know. So with that being said, shalom and be blessed, and I will talk to you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.